What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. I'm Vincent Wolf. Today's Tuesday, and the game you're watching is Division, the latest in the Tom Clancy franchise. This open-world, third-person RPG shooter takes place in Midtown Manhattan after a virus breaks out and cripples New York, and a team is formed of elite soldiers that are activated in this crisis called the Division. You make your character, and you must find out the origin of the virus, how it spreads, and stop those behind it. It's a good, solid game. Tons of stuff to do in it, but storyline wise, it is really short. I do like the fact that there's tons of action where you'll just be going to one mission and you end up spawning off doing another mission and doing another mission and doing another mission, and you're like, oh, I forgot I was doing the main mission. Also, it's co-op up to four players in a squad. It's a really good game. Really good game. My only problem with the game is the grind. Now, I don't mind grinding if you get something, but a lot of games now will just keep you grinding forever just so they have you playing the game. Because I've been playing the game started replaying the game after all the updates, because it took a long time for this game to get to where it is now, where they have dailies coming out on time and the incursions and new weapons and gear and stuff the way it was supposed to be when it first came out. So playing it now, and it plays really good. I like it, but I just don't like the fact that I gotta keep doing all these missions to get gear so I'm able to do other missions. So like the other games like Destiny and Diablo, where this game is very similar, as where you have a set level, everyone reaches level 30, and then depending on your weapons and gear, a gear level, or like in Destiny it'd be a light level, I forget what it's called in Diablo, and then you build that up. They have certain numbers next to your weapons and armor, and if you add them all up, you have a higher gear or light score that you're able to do other missions. So that's my only problem with it, because sometimes you do a mission over and over and over again. Those missions think you get something good, and you end up usually getting the same thing or nothing at all. Alright, with that said, that was a lot. With that said, let's get updated, but first I'm going to hit you guys with some front page news. Here are some of the headlines I'm following on front page news on NewYorkTimes.com. It's Donald Trump's convention, but the inspiration, Nixon? On the opening night of the Republican National Convention, Donald J. Trump was conspicuously trying to conjure somebody else, Richard Nixon. Russia may face Olympic ban as doping schemes is confirmed. The results of the investigation have led to world anti-doping agencies to call for the Russian Federation to be barred from the Rio Olympics. Vast purge in Turkey as thousands are detained in post-coup backlash. The Interior Ministry fired nearly 9,000 police officers on Monday, coming after the arrest of 6,000 military personnel and suspension of nearly 3,000 judges, officials say. Wow. Moment of silence turns into outcry against government after Nice attack. Anger in connection with the Nice attack is a product of accumulated frustration with French government response to terrorism. There's a lot going on in the world, but that's what I'm following on front page news on the NewYorkTimes.com. What I didn't see on the NewYorkTimes.com on the front page news was the thing with Donald Trump's wife. If you don't know, every first lady or first man has to give a speech. Usually first lady gives a speech if they're going to become president. So they give a speech about what they're going to do as first lady. So Trump's wife comes on. He called her, the future first lady, and she says her speech. But her speech was the exact same speech as Michelle Obama 8 years ago. Like word for word. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. It's all over the internet. Everybody's doing it right now. I'm gonna post the the video so you guys can see it. It's literally the same, and I don't get it. This has to hurt his campaign. It has to. I mean, didn't nobody pre-fruit anything? Nobody went over it, was like, hey, this kind of sounds familiar, but I think it'd be alright. No. It's Vanilla Ice all over again. Well, that's all right. In music news, so yesterday I talked about Taylor Swift out here telling DuckTales, and she wanted to try and sue Kim and Kanye for the recording of her talking to Kanye about the song without her knowledge. Turns out that the people in the room knew that she was being recorded. And they said that it most likely won't go to court because she's on speakerphone and she knew that other people were in the room. So, I don't know. I think she's just hiding from the fact that she likes being called B. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. But Kanye is sticking to his word that he made her famous. Also, in music news, Kesha is making a comeback. After a year-long battle against Dr. Luke and Sony, she is ready for her new music and tour coming this August. Her music is now being called Dirty Rock and Roll Country. I did not make that up, but that's what they call in her new sound. So shout outs to her. I really like Kesha. I'm glad to see her come back. It was really sad to see she had to go through what she had to go through. But I really like her music. Her music gets me hype. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Can't wait to check it out when it drops. Lastly, in music news, J-Lo is making a dance competition show that is still in development, so there's no name for it yet, but it's supposed to have 10 episodes, and the winner gets a cool million and crowned the best in the world in dancing. This, she's gonna be the CM Punk of dancing. If you don't know who CM Punk is, Google it. This this show will be on NBC, which also has her other show, Shades of Blue, which is actually a really good show. Check it out if you haven't. It's on Hulu. She is no stranger to dancing. She got her start in Living Color as a dancer. Then she did a couple of movies. Then she did the Selena biopic, which led to her music career. So shout outs to her. In gaming news, more Dead Rising news. It's now going to be 3 Dead Rising games. The first one, the sequel, and Off the Record, which is supposed to have the first one and the second one together. It's not part 3, but it is in part 2. You get the drift. So, no price is mentioned. And it's also supposed to be on not only PS4, but also PC and Xbox One. And it's supposed to be a remastered version. So, be on the lookout for that when that drops. Also, Final Fantasy IV and its legendary soundtrack just turned 25. Wow. This game came out in 1991 on the Super Nintendo 25 years ago today. Many gamers consider this game the best in the series. I didn't start playing. I didn't play it when it came out. I was young. I was 6. But I didn't really start playing Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy VII. But I did go back later on when all the games got re-released on handhelds, like on Game Boy and other systems. Then I started playing it, and I actually did like it. I like that one and 3 were my favorite ones. When I had Super Nintendo, I was playing Street Fighter and Mario. That was it. Mostly Mario. I played the hell out that game, Mario. You know how you play Mario and you go through all the stages, then you get the Star Road, and then you got all the maps over there. I did everything. I did everything so much. I beat the game, 100% of that game, and when you 100% it, everything changes. Like all the turtles aren't turtles anymore. The Goombas aren't Goombas. Like the whole game changes. It's actually really cool. Hopefully I might do it again. I don't know. Finally, in gaming news, Nintendo, speaking of Nintendo is back on top. With the success of Pokemon Go, Nintendo's value surpassed Sony. So Sony was at $38.38 billion. And now Nintendo is at $38.8 billion for the win. Pokemon Go is now available in 30 countries, over 50 million players. Plus, it's the only thing anyone's ever, talking about now in gaming news. Like me doing this show, I researched a bunch of gaming news, and all I see is Pokemon Go. Like everywhere, everyone's talking about it's Pokemon Go. Everybody does Pokemon Go videos, everything. If it ain't Pokemon Go, they ain't worth talking about. Same thing with Overwatch. Before Pokemon Go's Overwatch, everyone was talking about Overwatch. I don't get it. I don't get it. Moving on. Time for some movie updates. So a bunch of movies got officially announced. You got Underworld Blood Wars, which is set to come out January 6th. You got John Wick 2 coming out February 10th, which has, Keanu Reeves' epic movie. And now Lawrence Fishburne is in it. They're back from The Matrix, so I can't wait to see that. That, comes out February 10th. You also got XXX 3, The Return to Xander Cage, which everyone knew, but I don't really count it unless it has a date to come out. So many movies, they'll say, oh yeah, we're making this, but there's no date for it. You know what I mean? So, like, it took them, I don't know how many years to make Bad Boys 3, but now it's it's still not official. They still talked about, oh yeah, we're doing it, but it has no date yet. Until it has a date, it's not official. I did see the trailer to the return of Xander Cage. Actually looks pretty good and pretty wild. Like, not wild like Girls Gone Wild, but wild like he was doing some stunts to me that didn't seem like any normal human can do it. I know it's Vin Diesel, but come on, man. Come on, man. There's one part at the end of the trailer, I was like, no, he wasn't. He wasn't doing that. But yeah. So check it out. I'll have the trailer in the description, so you guys check that out. Also, speaking of Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious 8 and 9 are coming out too. 8 will be dropped in next year, April, and 9 will be dropped 2019. And I'll talk about those movies when the trailers become available. Xander Cage is set to come out January 20th. So be on the lookout for that. It's Vin Diesel and Samuel L. Jackson. I haven't seen a bad movie with Samuel L. Jackson in it. I'm being honest with you. I know you're going to say, Snakes on a Plane. No. Alright? Snakes on a Plane was okay. It wasn't awful. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't The Negotiator or Pulp Fiction or even Shaft, but it was decent for what it was. I liked it. Alright. Also, in movie news, Mark Hamilton was doing an interview with some fans, and he decided to do a quote from his new movie, The Killing Joke. Check it out in the description below. Mark Hamill is known for Star Wars, Luke Skywalker role. What you probably didn't know is that he's done tons of voice acting for many, many years. And his most known role that a lot of people who follow him know is playing the Joker. He plays the best Joker. Even though it's just a voice acting, but the way he sounds is so iconic. Like, when you hear the Joker talk, in the cartoon, you're like, yeah, that a lot of people modeled their Joker, those who act as Joker in live action movies after him before he started doing it. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that. The trailer is in the description. Check that out for Batman: The Killing Joke. It is the first rated R Batman and first rated R cartoon Batman. Okay? I won't say rated R DC because DC also had The Watchmen, which was rated R. I like Watchmen. I don't think a lot of people didn't like Watchmen, but I really like Watchmen. So that's set to drop July 25th. I can't wait to see it. I think it's coming out straight to DVD, so I'll be able to check that out. I'll probably Redbox it, but I don't think it's coming out in movie theaters. Usually, DC cartoons don't come out in movie theaters. About 99.9% of the time, it does it. But for some reason, IMDb has it that you can buy tickets. I don't know where you're going to buy tickets to go see it, but if it does come out in a movie theater, I would love to go see it in a movie theater. So today's Tuesday, and it is Movie of the Week, but what I'm going to recommend isn't a movie per se. It's a stand-up comedy. because I'm a huge fan of stand-up. It's been a big part of my life ever since I was a kid. You know, watching, you know, Def Comedy Jam and watching BET's Comic View. You know, watching Martin, watching tons of stand-up growing up on Comedy Central, and I just love stand-up. So I loved it. I watched 2 stand-ups last week, and when I tell you that I was laughing my ass off. So the first one is Jim Jeffries. He's an Australian comedian, and he really just talks about his life, but he also does funny stuff that happened here in America that he sees. And his new stand-up is Freedom. You can only watch it on Netflix. The other one is Bo Burnham and his new show Happy, and it is fantastic. So Bo he's an American comedian. He's from Boston. He mixes music with his stand-up, and it is fantastic. He writes all his music, writes, you know, not just the lyrics, but the notes that he plays on like the keyboard or the guitar or drums. He is fantastic. Check that out. They're both on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, check them out. If you have checked it out, let me know what you think about it. I loved it. I thought both of these things were fantastic. And Jim Jeffries has really good points on what he says about American culture. So if you see what's going on, or check out what he says, he's absolutely funny. Bo Burnham is just unbelievably funny too, and his songs are hilarious. They're hilarious. So we'll have both of those trailers in the description. Make sure you guys check that out. So I saw 2 movies, and I didn't talk about my last show, but I'm gonna talk about it now. So I saw The Purge, the new Purge election year, and I saw Independence Day. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I was watching Independence Day, I actually thought I was watching the first one for a little while. Like, it didn't click in my head. Like, some scenes, I feel like they recreated from the first original one. Like, a lot of it was like from the original. So, I don't know. It was okay for what it was. They're talking about doing a third one. If you watch the movie, spoilers, you'll see it at the end. And also The Purge. I'm trying to like The Purge. It's okay. I will never watch The Purge again. Like, if they make a new one, I'll watch it, but I won't go, oh man, I gotta watch the movie again. The movie was good. No. I felt like the acting was not over the top, but like, it was really bad, like forced. Like, I hate when I watch a movie that has cursing in it. You know, we're all adults, but I feel like they force the cursing. Like, they like every other word has to be like an F-bomb, you know, or something like that. Like, it's just too much. Like, you don't have to curse every single sentence you say, you know, in a script. So that was one of my problems. The second problem with the movie is that part 2 has, you know, it's surrounded by the main guy who's in part 3 and a woman who's in part 3 as well. And they know each other in part 3, but that's it. Like, they just say, oh yeah, I know him. And then that's it. There's no connection. There's no like, how are you a Secret Service agent all of a sudden? And why are you the legend of blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? Like, she's supposed to be the girl's a legend of the It was just so confusing. I mean, I followed the story. I understand what was going on. They were trying to assassinate the future president because she wanted to end the purge. But it didn't connect the movies. And that's what I don't like. I don't like, if you have a series of movies, you should connect them. They shouldn't just be movies with just the title, you know. That's my opinion. I just want to give you guys a little vent on that. And that's the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in yet again for another day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you hit me up in the comments. If this is the first time you're watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. My goal is to reach 50 by the end of summer, and I'm at 44. Help a brother out. Just help a brother out. Share it. Tell your friends. Tell your pastor. Tell your deacon. Tell them your boy Vincent Wolf. He out here doing this thing. All right, and always remember, guys. Always keep betting on the Wolves.